Hey there, stackers. Today's mail call got me thinking, is it worth buying special series coins, such as these? This recent delivery got me thinking if I'm collecting too many coins, and really how many of these series I should keep going at once, or any time at all. Some series that I have collected in the past, and series that I'm alluding to are those such as Queen's Beasts, zombucks for those that have been around. There are the Perth Lunar Year series. There were privateers. There's some Marvel coins out there. So those are the type of series that I'm talking about. And does it make sense to collect these? Part of the answer may lie on why you're doing it. And for me, I figured out that I'm doing some collections for various reasons. Some of them just because I'm a collector. Either I'm interested in the theme, I'm interested in the subject, or maybe in the history behind them. Others, I do collect as a speculator, as an investor. I feel that these coins, in addition to being beautiful, they may appreciate in price, so it might be worth stacking some here and there. Some maybe at tubefuls, some maybe one to five. I always tend to keep one collection of the ones I have purchased in the past, and then just be able to sell some of the others, and with those proceeds, add to my regular stack. One thing to consider though is, are you buying collector coins or series coins as a stacker? It may not be the most price efficient way to do that. And it really comes down to how you plan to sell them, or if you plan to sell them in the future. These are all some things that I take into consideration, and maybe some of you guys should too, especially if you're new to stacking. There are a lot more series available now than they were when I first started back in 2016, 2014. And it could be a bit overwhelming if you chase every single series. So I've been trying to remain disciplined with the series that I pursue. Some of them, they just seem to click, and when they first are released, I make a decision whether I'm going to buy it or not. I really don't like going back in series and collecting some of the more expensive coins that maybe came out at the beginning. So maybe for that reason, I try to stay up to date with those new series that come out and catch them at issue price. These here are an example. When the Batman coin first came out, it was about 30 something dollars. Now on the secondary market, these are going for 50. Some people may not mind paying $50 for a collector coin that they will hold in their stack for a very long time or forever. Others wouldn't really pay that high of a price, and I'm someone in that boat. Regardless, you need to plan ahead to know how you plan to sell these coins. Will you sell them peer to peer? Will you sell them to a coin shop? Will you sell them on eBay? Do you have practice or history selling on any of those platforms? All those things are important to consider when buying collector coins, especially for series coins. I've been pretty lucky. I've been able to catch some of the new series early on, including the Queen's Beast, the Justice League, which is this series here, and even some of the Marvel coins. Long ago, well, not that long ago, 2016, I was able to buy the Spiderman coins. Now, those were fetching really high premiums after several years. I believe they're over $100 for 1 ounce coin now. So those are the types of things that you may see and they appear tempting to get into. But unless you know how you're going to dispose of those coins, if you plan to in the future, if you take these to a coin shop, they're just going to give you spot price. So have that in mind and really know how do you plan to get rid of them. If you want to hold them in your stack forever and they're going to be part of your collection, then by all means, go for it. But I think it is really important to have a plan in mind when entering into these series. I do have a zombucks collection, and I initially started buying that when I first started stacking. and I just thought they were cool, and I didn't really think much of it. But I really didn't envision down the line how I would sell them, or if I would sell them. They just seemed to be a cool coin at the time. And that's another point that I think it's important to address. It depends on what the initial release prices are. There are some coin series that are just a couple of dollars over spot, or maybe a dollar more than what you would pay for an eagle. So maybe not an eagle, then a generic coin. Eagles used to be $3 over spot. Now they're $8 to $10 over spot. Say you can get a generic for $3 over spot, and you could get a nice coin that's part of a series for $4 over spot. Those are the type of things that I look at, and if they're closer to generic or regular bullion coins, then it's a lot easier for me to buy a handful of coins and see if I like the series depending on where they go. So again, just wanted to share the recent pickup. I do have the 3 coins in this series. Starting off with the Batman, I was able to get a full tube of these just because I thought they were cool, and limited mintage of, I believe, 5,000, which is very low compared to some of the other series that are out there. The Marvel series, I think those have a mintage of 50,000. I'll have to go back and check after this video, but I thought the mintage was low enough. Maybe these are 10,000. And, there was potential there for possible appreciation. Now, these I do plan to probably keep one set and get rid of any extras that I have, and whatever I get as profit from that, I'll just add it back into my stack, whether it's gold or some generic silver. But at the moment, I'm not buying any regular bullion coins. I'm not buying silver eagles. I'm not buying junk silver, whether they're Kennedys or standing liberties or walking liberties, Morgans, barbers. Those are all things that I like picking up at my coin shop. They would allow me to just pick through them and pick whatever coin I wanted, especially the 90%. I would get the same price for a Walker or a Kennedy or a Franklin, so I'd always go through them. At the moment, I'm not buying at $20 over face, and I'm just being patient. I'm picking up a few items here and there, mostly coins with an upside, and I'm really sticking to that right now. I'm really focused on trying to get coins that have an upside potential to increase in price, or at least retain their price if spot price comes down, which I've bought in the 15, 16, 17, 18 spot price range, and for me personally, it just feels like it's too high. Not that it is. I'm not saying that it can't go higher, but just for me, I feel comfortable where I am now, and I'm just pursuing those coins that I feel will do well. Anyway, I think it's video's been long enough. I just wanted to share a few coins that I got in and just my thoughts on buying special coin series. There are way too many out there to keep up with, and I hope you're not trying to do that, and I'm not, certainly. What about you guys? What series are you guys buying? What are you looking for? Anything out there coming out that might be aware of? Feel free to leave that in the comments. And if you like this content, you made it this far, and you want to like the video or subscribe, go for it. Thanks again. Appreciate it. Have a good one.